In the previous class, we have studied about the different factors which affect the speed of sound or which affects the sound, the properties of sound. Now today we are discussing about different types of frequencies. They are infrasonic, sonic and ultrasonic frequencies, and application of ultrasonic frequency also, that we are going to discuss today. Now you have already studied that what is frequency. Frequency is number of waves which is generated per second. Okay, waves. This kind of a wave. Okay, this kind of a wave generated per second. If there are more number of waves, we call it has got larger frequency. Lesser number of waves, we call it lesser frequency. Now, let us discuss about the different types of frequency. Now our human ear has got a range of frequency which we can hear between a certain range of frequencies only. A higher frequency also it will not be audible to us. Even the very smaller frequency also will not be audible to us. So there is a certain range, and for human beings the range of the frequency lies between 20 Hz, you measure the frequency in terms of Hz, 20 Hz to 20 kilohertz. Okay, this is the range of frequency. This way, 20 Hz to 20 kilohertz. This is the range of frequency for human being. Now, below this 20 Hz also will not be able to hear things, and after frequency above this also will not be able to hear, because we only have the range, or our air works only in this range in between these two things. Now, one more thing is that frequencies like this is average frequency which has been calculated among various people, but it also depends on the age factor. Right? A small child may be able to hear above this, okay, above this range also, slight above this range also. But as we age on, as we become old, what happens is the range of the frequency starts decreasing. That means we will not be able to hear up to this also. We will have to, like, our frequency, the range of the frequency will be somewhat less. Like for old people, it will be only up to 12 kilohertz. Okay, for old, the frequency range will decrease. For a small child or small baby, okay, for a small baby or a child, this can go up to 30 kilohertz, just above this. Okay, for old person it will decrease. So it depends. It's also an age factor. Okay, but this is the range of an average people. It is for the average people. The frequency lies between 20 Hz to 20 kilohertz. Now, I'm not telling that there is no frequency below this range, but there are frequencies which is not only audible to us. So the frequency which is audible to us, okay, this range is known as sonic frequencies, which is audible to human ear. This range from 20 Hz to 20 kilohertz is known as sonic. Below this, okay, below 20 Hz, there are frequencies which is known as infrasonic, and the frequencies above 20 kilohertz is known as ultrasonic. So just from the name itself, you can easily recognize sonic, between which is audible to us. Below that one, infrasonic. Above that one will be ultrasonic, and even above ultrasonic there is supersonic. That is not important for your syllabus. Just ultrasonic and the application of ultrasonic waves, that is important to you people. Okay, so there are different types of frequencies: sonic, infrasonic, ultrasonic and supersonic. Now, you might be thinking about, if people can, like human beings can only recognize between these two frequencies, then who does recognize the infrasonic and ultrasonic frequencies? Those are animals. Okay, different animals have got different hearing ability or property, like elephants. Okay, elephants, whales, they can produce infrasonic waves. Okay? They can produce and they can even respond to infrasonic waves. Whereas there are different mammals like dolphin can even produce higher frequencies than this one, sonic waves. They can produce ultrasonic waves. So different animals, different mammals have got different frequency of different hearing range and their ability. That ability of different mammals and animals is given in your book in page number 177. You don't just want to remember, just remember a few things like for bat it is from 10 Hz to 100 kHz. For cat it is 80 Hz to 60 kHz. For dog 20 Hz to 50 Hz. Dolphins it is ultrasonic, that is 200 Hz to 150 kHz. Grasshopper 90 Hz to 1 kHz. And for human beings it's 20 Hz to 20 kHz. So every different creature, every different animals, living beings have got different ability to hear. Some can even produce infrasonic, some respond to ultrasonic, they have got different hearing abilities. Now we know that even like this bat, it moves at night because what makes the bat easier to travel in night in darkness is the ultrasonic wave which it produces. Okay, because ultrasonic waves, when it travels, it will try to figure out if there is any obstacle or not in between with the ultrasonic wave. Now next what we are going to study is we are going to study about ultrasonic frequencies. Ultrasonic frequency, I told you it is above 20 kilohertz or 20 kilohertz. You can write it this way also. 20,000 hertz is above this. The frequency which is above this will be your ultrasonic wave. It has got very high application because of the certain properties. It is quite similar to sonic waves only which we hear, but there are few more properties which has been added so that it has got a basic, like it has got an importance in the study in the medical science also or in physics also. Now the properties of ultrasonic wave. First one is the ultrasonic waves carries a huge amount of energy. First thing which ultrasonic wave, we were discussing about ultrasonic waves, let me rough start. First thing is energy. Ultrasonic wave carries a lot amount of energy which sonic and infrasonic wave cannot carry. This is the first important property. Second one is ultrasonic can travel along a well-defined straight path. So if an ultrasonic wave is produced at one point, it can travel to a longer distance and without being disrupted by any other obstacles in between. Because of its energy also, it has got a certain property that it will not be easily bent with an obstacle, not divert its direction with any obstacle in between. That is another property. So it can travel along a well-defined path. So with this true property of ultrasonic wave, it has got high application in different fields. So the application of ultrasonic wave is very important topic, and that is for exams also. So please do mark that as important, application of ultrasonic waves. So I'll tell you the few applications, rest you can go through the book itself. First one, I told you that bats avoid obstacle in their path by producing and hearing the ultrasonic wave. Okay, they produce ultrasonic wave which returns after striking an obstacle in their way. Okay, if a bat is moving in one particular direction, if you find an obstacle or suppose a tree in between, what happens is the ultrasonic wave strikes at the tree, it comes back to the bat. So the bat can recognize if there is a tree or an obstacle in its path. That is one of the applications. The bats and the mammals, they use that. Okay. Ultrasonic wave is for drilling holes or making cuts of desired shape in material like glass. It's also used for drilling holes and all those things because if there is an obstacle in between, it can easily be recognized with the wave. Okay. Now in the medical field, for imaging a human organ, ultrasound is widely used. I hope you have heard about ultrasound or ultrasonography. It means that in a human body, what they do is they send this ultrasonic wave, okay, by a machine. They provide us with ultrasonic wave, and when the wave travels inside our body, we can doctors can easily find out if there is any obstacle which blocks the path of the wave or not, so that ultrasonic wave is sent into the body. Wherever there is an organ, okay, wherever there is an organ, the ultrasonic wave, it strikes over there, and from that it comes back. So they can create an imaginary diagram of the body. So a diagram of the body organ can be made easily. So if there is anything, any element or anything over there, any object, it can easily be detected. Okay, like for detecting tumors, stones, and all those things, ultrasonic waves are sent to the body. Another thing is echocardiography is also done using ultrasonic waves. Echocardiography is to obtain the image of heart by sending the ultrasonic wave. Okay. Now these are also used to find kidney stones and all those things. Many of you might have done also. And another application is in sonar. Sonar is what they use in submarines and all. Okay, sonar. Sonar is sonographic navigation and ranging. Okay, sonographic navigation and ranging. What they do is in a ship. What they do is in an ocean, in a ship, they send this ultrasonic wave down into the ocean, and if they see if there is any sort of obstacle, any sort of object lying underwater or not. So they can, in high distance also, if they want to see if there is any obstacle which might block the path of a ship or not. So by sending this ultrasonic wave, which the process is known as sonar or sound navigation and ranging, or sonographic navigation and ranging. Okay, that is used in ship and all. Okay, this application of ultrasonic wave, few more are there in page number 178. For you people, just remember 2 or 3 applications for your examination. And homework for you people is exercise 8B from 178. All the answers are given in the book itself. You just need to copy it in your notebook. Okay, that will be the homework. With this, we have come to an end to this chapter, that is sound. And from the next class, we will start a new chapter, and that will be current electricity. So whatever we have done till now, if you have any doubt, please do contact me. If you cannot directly contact me, then please tell your class teachers to do so. If you need any help for numericals or any other things, always feel free to call me, okay? And this much for today. We'll continue in the next class with a new chapter. Thank you.